What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Healing from the Rough. This is part two with Joel Correa. I hope you checked out the first episode. If you haven't, make sure you go to our YouTube channel and look for part one with Joel Correa. Please make sure to like and subscribe to videos if you like them. And thank you all for your support. Hope you enjoy.
So I know on the last hole we kind of touched on the pre-opening up about your traumas and the negative things that you had to deal with post-military and kind of while you were transitioning into the firehouse. Um, One of the things we kind of touch on with what we're doing is the old stigmas, right? The stigmas that exist, the things that we learned in the military that were drilled into our heads about being better than everyone else, that we could handle everything, suck it up, deal with the emotion, or better yet, just tuck the emotion away. As those stigmas came about when you were dealing with what you were dealing with, um, how, looking back now, do you realize the way you were raised with that stuff is not beneficial to us as humans?
Well, definitely not beneficial. Suck it up is the big one. Suck it up and move forward. Um, I never opened up because that stigma of, I- you know, I never wanted someone to think that I was unfit for duty. I never wanted someone to think I was unreliable. I never wanted someone to think that I didn't have their back because of whatever experiences that I've had. Um, that did not help me at all. I really wish that, you know, yeah, you should put it away sometimes, but you need to shed light on it. You have to because uh, what I did for many years was just kept pushing it down and pushing it and packing it down and suppressing it, and you know I'd find myself so stressed out. I'd find myself so like alone sometimes that it wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for anyone. It wasn't good for my family. It wasn't good for my coworkers, my friends. Um, so that stigma, and we've been, I mean, the country as a whole, I mean, athletes, military, we've been shedding light a lot on PTSD and stigma and alcohol abuse or whatever mental health. We're shedding a lot of light on that lately, and I think it's very important that everyone knows that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to talk to someone. It's okay to seek help. It's okay to open up because by you sharing your story, and this is how I started sharing my story. I was watching other people share their stories, and that motivated me and said, you know what, maybe I should share my story too, because that might help someone else. And if I can help one person to get help, I think, mission accomplishment. I joined a peer support team about a year ago with the Milwaukee Fire Department, and during that course, I learned a lot about myself. And I know I'm not perfect, but I joined that team because I know there's a lot of veterans in the Milwaukee Fire Department, and I want to be there in case they need me.
Yeah, I hear you with what you said, and one question would be, out of all of those suck it ups or whatever that we're so used to having ingrained into us as kids even, um, if you could get rid of one, which one would you get rid of?
Suck it up is the one I have in my head.
Okay.
Just suck it up, because you could say, hey, um, the big suck it up would be my experience in Iraq. Every time we lost somebody, every time somebody was killed in action, it was, if it happened in your squad, guess what you were doing? Do you think we were in a corner, crying about it? No, they would pump us out patrol after patrol after patrol after patrol, pretty much telling us to suck it up, get your mind off things, and keep moving forward. I get it. Yes, keep moving forward. But I think we should, if we had to turn back time, and if I was a leader, I would have at least shed some light, let them heal for, a couple minutes, talk about it, let them know to keep trucking on. But when I was overseas, it was suck it up and keep moving forward. And we had no time to decompress at all. We just
Even
kept
just getting people into a circle and
anything.
talking about it as a group, because you all went through the same thing, right? And you're basically explaining everything that people don't may not understand is we're programmed to suck it up. We're programmed to think that way. So coming out and talking about it is extremely hard because it's programmed within you. And I'm kind of curious if you think, because you were in the Marines and how that's always portrayed as the toughest and the baddest, you think that plays a part in it?
Oh yeah, I remember in ILOC, right before he went to Iraq, our battalion commander, he's an awesome guy, but he programmed us like no one has ever been. He psychological. He had us mentally ready to go out there and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And it was either us or them, and we were going home. So whenever anything bad happened, it was suck it up and keep going. You know, we have missions to accomplish, and we would patrol after patrol. We never had a moment to have that little circle and just talk about it for a little bit. We didn't have that at all.
Which is amazing because I never thought about it when I was there, but if you think about it now, if you took that time and you went through that together, it probably would have made transitioning back a lot easier.
Yeah.
But, you know, nothing's perfect, right? Including the military. And I'm sure every one of us has love stories about the military. We're not here to dog what the military's done for us, but at the same time, you know, everything in life has some sort of process improvement. And if that's one thing you could talk about with the military is just making sure mentally we're almost deprogrammed to say and to think that way and just say, hey, it's okay.
So like the advantage, one thing I'm excited about now is, like I mentioned earlier, I recently got promoted to the rank of lieutenant in the fire department. And, you know, with promotion in rank comes great responsibility. So this is my opportunity to change that stigma with my companies and my crews that I'm with and let them know that it's okay. So anytime
Awesome.
we go through something crazy or we see something, because we see a lot, you know, I get that young firefighter, whoever, and say, hey, are you okay? And check on them. Because a lot of people don't check on, you know, we don't check on each other enough. So this is my opportunity to really, you know, get that stigma, wash it away, and really open up and talk about mental health and make sure that they are mentally prepared to move forward.
It's awesome. Great
Thanks,
job.
man.
Hell yeah.
If you're a veteran or first responder who has found a way to heal through golf, or if you work at or own a golf course and would like to be featured on our show, please email me at joseph.melsack@hftr.us.
So after everything that's been said, is there anything, any message you would want to get out there to anybody struggling with the same things that you have gone through that may help them in the future?
Just if you're struggling, you have people willing to help, people willing to listen. You could either go through the VA. They have, you know, a mental health department there. There's so many groups out there. There's Dry Hooch, you know, nonprofit organization that, you know, any veteran can just go there, have a cup of coffee or soda and talk to each other. Talk to somebody, talk to a friend. I understand, just like me, I don't talk to people who didn't experience the same things I experienced, but talk to somebody. The longer you hold it in, the longer you keep it inside, the bigger it gets and the worse it gets. And you know, there's a lot of veterans out there that are not seeking help and doing a lot of things that either they end up dead or in prison.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I don't want anyone doing as a veteran or anyone at all.
Yeah, we know the numbers. And it's not just vets, it's as firefighters, first responders. I think some of the numbers I've read that first responders like EMTs and it's almost worse. For some of the professions, it is worse because, you know, the moral injuries, the things that you have to see on a daily basis, right? Like, we deployed, I went to Afghanistan. I'll probably never go back to Afghanistan. I was there for 9 months. If you're a EMT or, you know, firefighter, the stuff you guys see on a daily basis every single day.
So it's funny that you bring that up. At the camp, I was talking to one of the guys there, and again, there's military veterans and first responders. And when he found out that I was a firefighter, he goes, "What?" It's like, "So you went to Iraq and now you're a firefighter? You got double of the." I'm like, "Hey, you know, like, if it wasn't for the support system that I have, you know, I don't think I'd be able to do what I'm doing now." Again, I just started opening up. I just started talking to people and seeking help, and it's helping me a lot. And not only that, because I'm seeking help, I'm able to pass down that knowledge and that help to others, and that's my goal.
So if you're a vet or a first responder and you want to come to a golf camp, come to be at one of the Next 18 events, all you need to do is go online to next18.org. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on LinkedIn, and you can find us on Instagram currently. All of those resources have links to get to our website to find our application page. Or you can reach out to me, Matt, M-A-T-T, at next18.org. I can give you any information you need. We would love to have you at a camp. And I realize you might be asking yourself, yeah, we're going to go play golf. Do I really want to deal with my mental health? Do I really want to deal with some of these things that I'm not a fan of dealing with? I think you should come here. You should get the resources and just be open-minded to maybe living a healthier, happier life. These guys are having a great time.
All right, so first of all, we appreciate you coming out, and we appreciate all the conversation you've had with us and everything that we've been able to talk about.
Pleasure to be here.
Usually at the end here, we like to go into a 25 question speed round. It's more comedic effect. It's got some funny questions in, some stuff that'll make you think, but just pop off as quick as you can. Just rattle them off, and we'll go from there.
Is this like Family Feud where I can pass and go back to it?
Nope.
No,
Nope. If
No.
you don't
The
answer
longer
them all,
you
you got to
think-
pay for all the golf too.
The longer you take to think about it, the more people look and just
Ooh.
laugh at you. So just pop it off.
All right.
A dumb question's better than applause.
All right.
Texting or talking?
Texting.
Last song you downloaded?
Maybe it's a remix, but it's a Phil Collins "In the Air of the Night." It's an awesome remix.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
How long does it take you to get ready?
I follow the 6 P's, so it takes me about 5 minutes.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
Yes.
Place you most want to travel?
I want to go to Italy.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Say a word in Spanish.
Yo sé hablar español.
Do you wear socks with sandals?
Hell no.
Is double dipping at a party ever acceptable?
Negative.
Godfather or Scarface?
I am a Scarface.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at wiffle ball?
About a 6.
Ideal outside temperature?
I would say 80 with very low humidity.
How many stuffed animals do you sleep with?
0.
How many spritzes of cologne is too much?
2.
Ask permission or beg for forgiveness?
Beg for forgiveness.
What is a triangle with 2 sides called?
Got him.
A triangle. a biangle.
Climb a mountain or jump from a plane?
Jump from a plane.
Lose your hair or gain 50 pounds?
Gain 50.
There is a bug in your house. Kill it or set it free?
He doesn't belong, so he'll be dead.
One food you could eat every meal?
Pizza.
Would you fly into space?
Yes.
Twizzlers or red vines?
Twizzlers.
Who inspires you?
My parents.
Golf course you want to play the most?
I just started learning golf, so I have no idea.
That's okay.
Hell
Somewhere where there's water. Like near an ocean.
Really appreciate you being out here, man.
I appreciate
Thanks.
Awesome
Yes,
to
sir.
be
It
here.
was a pleasure. We thank you very much for coming. And it's funny because I don't know the real answer to the triangle question. I think there's no such thing,
Yeah.
but that's probably the smartest answer I've ever heard.
A biangle.
So, hey, we're moving up, right?
Well, I said a line because you got both sides of the line.
Yeah, that's not two sides.
That is 2
Come
sides.
down, man. Come down.
Milwaukee Public School education here.
That's it for our 2-part series with Joel Correa. Stay tuned next week for another episode next Wednesday. Again, we thank you all for your support. We appreciate everybody helping us out along the way. All the advice, all the help has been very much appreciated, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So stay tuned and keep watching. Again, thank you very much. We'll see you soon.